I wanted to, first of all, I know Councilman Santiago, you're on a short schedule, and I wanted to get an opportunity, first of all, thank you for being here. I know we're supporting the Hispanic Business Association, but to say a few words about Ward 14 and also HBA. So if you could take the floor, I would appreciate it. Yes.
First of all, congratulations to all the new board members. It's very important to have leaders like yourself engaged in the community and engaged in the Hispanic Business Association. We have gone through many ups and downs in the Hispanic Business Association, and I'm glad to have Gus Hoyas at the helm and the team that he has put together, and it does need to be strengthened. What we're looking at in the future is the relationship in the Hispanic community, the Hispanic businesses, how we can get them motivated, engaged in the community, to be representatives of the city of Cleveland, and also to get themselves certified MBE, FBE, so that they can qualify for big projects, from $50,000 projects all the way up to multi-million-dollar projects here in the city of Cleveland, which we've been doing a great job through the Hispanic Business Association. We've met some very high challenges in the past few years on keeping the organization going. With the former director, he did a great job, and Mr. Porras, and he just resigned, or his term was up, and so we're still looking for a new director, is that right? Yes. So that would be probably the first thing on the agenda for the board, to really interview and get somebody in that position, so to keep the Hispanic Business Association strong and growing. With the commerce going on and globalization here in the city of Cleveland, we're now expanding our ports and working on expanding our ports. So what does that mean to the Hispanic community worldwide, bringing products here through the city of Cleveland, then shipping them out to other parts of the United States for sale? Shipping is probably the most affordable, as all of you know, and we're working with the city of Cleveland to expand our ports. We just approved some multi-million-dollar funding for the Port Authority to expand their port over by Berkeley Front Airport. It's about a 10 to 20-year plan, so that's very good for us in the city of Cleveland and the Hispanic businesses. A great thing that also came out is the directory that once you're on board with HBA, you get your name in that annual directory that has been working very well in the community, so that we can go to those businesses and support them, and then the networking starts to make those businesses grow within the city of Cleveland. So I'm glad to be a support of the Hispanic Business Association, to be on board. I'm here. Funding is cut every year. I hope that with the election this year is very critical. So I hope to have all board members and people in the Hispanic community getting out there and voting. It's very critical this year that we get a Democrat in office, so I'm pushing for that. But it's just critical because our communities are suffering. And on the side note, in Ward 14, which encompasses from Lorraine Avenue to 71 on the south, from West 14th to West 54th on the east and west boundary lines. We're working very diligently. The core of Ward 14 is the Clark Avenue, West 25th Street area. And what I have done is we're going to unveil a plan this year for International Village, because we have so many different cultures living in this neighborhood, and the Clark-Fulton neighborhood has never had an identity. Ohio City will always be Ohio City, Tremont will always be Tremont, Stockyard, Detroit Shoreway. So now we're coming up with a plan to make that Cleveland's International Village. So if you drive through the neighborhood, you're going to see a lot of changes happening step by step. This year we put flags on the poles of all the international countries represented in the neighborhood. And we're going to do a streetscape plan that will go 4 to 5 years plan, because that's a multi-million-dollar project. We have permanent supportive housing coming. St. Rocco's just built a new addition to their school. It's one of the only Catholic churches in our neighborhood, that is actually building onto their church. So that's an excellent thing, especially when we're facing at least 6 churches in this vicinity area that will be shut down in the next coming years. So our community is growing, the businesses are growing. I like to see the focus more going in manufacturing and creating jobs. We've really hit a time where it's mostly restaurants and bakeries. So we're really moving towards that for the future of Ward 14 and the Hispanic business.